Today on the Trend Out Loud podcast. I think it would be super cool to be on a mic and be on stage and like be singing to ladies and dancing and grinding around and entertaining a stadium full of people. That's what I would do. I'd want to be Chris Brown. Oh, I'd want to be Usher. What up? It's your boy Trend Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. I got a good show for you guys today. It's a little bit of a small episode. The news cycle is a little bit small. It is Martin Luther King's birthday. Shout out to Martin Luther King. Shout out to my Americans celebrating the King's birthday. Y'all know what time it is, man. Get your ear pods in, get your headphones on, get your devices ready. I'm about to start the show. Let's go. Mos Def takes shots at Drake and says that he is not real hip hop and that his music belongs in shopping centers.
Like, is Drake hip hop?
Drake is pop to me. In the sense, like, if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping. Or it's you know, music, shopping with an edge in certain instances.
All right, what can I say? I think this clip speaks for itself. I mean, it's clear that Mos Def is hating. There's ways to give your views on things. You know, when you want to say something, you're like, yo, no disrespect, or like, yo, all due respect to, etc. You know, like you always preface it with something. He just came out and was like, yo, Drake is pop to me. And Mos knows that that saying something like that in the hip hop world is disrespectful. He knows that. And he also knows that Drake is hip hop. Now, if you want to say, listen, man, I come from an era where we don't sing, and I come from an era, etc. And you want to say like this generation, but to just like call out Drake or to say most of this generation, that's just straight hating, because, you know, Drake is hip hop. Is he also pop? 1,000%. You know, is he also a little bit of R&B? 100%. And Drake has come out and said that. He has said, you cannot put me in one box on not one genre of music. Drake has done various different genres of music. But that doesn't mean that he's not a hip hop artist. You cannot tell me that you can only do rhymes to be considered a hip hop artist. So not only do I just disagree with Mos, is that like Mos knows that he disagrees with himself. You know what I mean? Like, he knows that that's just him hating on Drake, sending a message out to Drake. He's been in the game long enough. Something probably happened behind the scenes. There's something going on for him to just be on a podcast and say that. I don't know what it is, but this is clear hate. This is clear targeting Drake. There could have been another way for him to express his opinion. And I'm one that always understands somebody else's opinion, and there's a way to break something down. The fact that he did not break it down at all, and the fact that, you know, he's not, you know, giving any sort of credit to Drake in any way and just sticking him in a pop category when we know that Drake could flow. No, I completely disagree with him. And like I said, there's something else going on behind the scenes. This is not normal. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is Mos Def hating? Is Drake just a pop artist? Or is he a hip hop artist? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Rick Ross's new girlfriend, Cristina Mackey, says that Rick Ross's past relationship with Pretty Vee was a situationship, and is nothing close to their relationship.
How do that make you feel? Where's Pretty Vee? How do that make you feel?
It doesn't make me feel any way at all. I think it's funny. Whatever they had is not what we have. Simple, you know? It's no disrespect to anybody. But whatever y'all think they had is not what we for sure have. It's just not.
All right. Y'all know I do not get into like relationship gossip, but I do take moments like this to highlight and talk about a few things. So one, every single person right now is literally just trying to go viral. They're literally just trying to like do something to have a viral moment, because this lady, I don't even know who she is. No disrespect. Like I said in the past segment, like, hey, if you're not trying to disrespect somebody, you should at least say no disrespect, but no disrespect. I don't know who she is. My apologies if she is an artist or whatever it is. But like, why are you all of a sudden coming on podcasts and talking about your relationship with Rick Ross? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're an artist and, you know, you have a song coming out, or you have a podcast starting, or you have a movie, I understand you trying to like be out here. But for you to just be like jumping on podcasts and just talking about your relationship, like, it just makes me feel like you're not in a relationship that you say you're in, and like you guys are just doing this like to do this. It's crazy. The second thing is that people are out here already online saying, are Rick Ross and Cristina relationship goals? Like, yo, they just got together. Like, we just got together the other day. He was just with Pretty Vee just 2 seconds ago, and now he's with this girl, and we're asking, are they the hottest couple out? Are they relationship goals? Like, yo, they haven't showed us anything to use as an example of why we would want to emulate them or be like them. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, us taking couples and holding them up to a standard that we would like to emulate. Like, I have no problem with that. You know, Barack and Michelle, people used to say that about Will and Jada. You know what I mean? You're looking at Black love and celebrating that and looking up to that as something that you want to be like. But yo, you got to put in the work, man. Like, you guys, like, Rick Ross is out here dating and, you know, jumping around from girl to girl. Nothing wrong with that. But yo, how all of a sudden are they relationship goals? Like, I don't understand. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this subject. I didn't even want to put it in here, but I needed to use this as a teachable moment to let y'all know y'all need to calm down a little bit online. Us too, I guess, you know, podcasters and content creators, we're picking up these stories and giving it life. So, you know, that's why I'm trying to make this this segment short. But also, more importantly, you know, we need like strong Black couples to make relationship goals. You can't just have two people getting together and a couple of months later, we're pitting them up on social media being like, yo, this is Black love, Black goals. Like, give me a break. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know what y'all think of Rick Ross's new girlfriend and them already, you know, being online and out here on social media, you know, talking about the relationship when it just started. Let me know what y'all think. The Queen, Mary J. Blige, celebrates her 53rd birthday. I don't know what island she was on. And for those of you who are listening and are not watching this on YouTube, go to YouTube so you can see this picture I'm about to put up of Mary J. Blige on vacation, y'all. Damn. Or just Google Mary J. Blige, 53 years old birthday. Listen, Mary J. Blige shut down the internet on the weekend. Mary is looking amazing out here. People are saying that, oh yeah, maybe she had some work done or whatever. Yo, I don't care what work she's done or hasn't done. Mary looks very natural to me. So if she does have work, shout out to her doctor, but it doesn't look like she had much work to me, if you ask me, in my opinion. Everything looks pretty normal. But Mary J. Blige is stunning out here and she is looking fabulous. Like I said in the last segment about Rick Ross and his new girlfriend, Mary J. Blige is goals. She is Black woman goals. She is body goals. She is career goals. She is attitude personified. Like, Mary J. Blige, you know, conducts herself out here like a queen. And this is something that we should look up to. This is a career and a Black woman that our Black females and our Black women should be looking up to and looking to as goals. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Does Mary look hot? I want to also ask some of these young boys, man. Some of these young boys, how do you feel looking at Mary J. Blige in her 50s? Man, I know when I was a teenager. Sorry, how do y'all feel looking at Mary J. Blige? Does she look like grandma to you, knowing that she's 53 years old? I remember when I was a teenager, 53-year-olds did not look like that. I could tell you that right now. So but I wonder how it feels like for somebody who's a teenager looking at a 50-year-old looking this sexy. Is it hard to look at a 53-year-old and know she's sexy, but her age gets in the way? Let me know in the comment section below. I think that's a really, really good question. Anyways, let me know what y'all think. You think Mary looks good? And also too, let me know if you think she's natural and or she got some work done. Director X breaks down numerology cycles and how it can help you in your life and business.
What's up? Happy New Year, 2024. I know everyone's making plans. They got a vision for what they want their year to be. I'm going to give you the technique I use for my life, my businesses, everything I do. I use this to help plan out my years and plan out my long-term goals. It is numerology, and this is how you do your personal cycle year. First, you got to do some math. There are 9 cycles. Each year, you're in a new cycle. So you start with the number 1. You are the 1. 1 plus your birth month. I'm born in the 10th month, October. 1 plus 10 is 11. I like to break it down as we go to make the math a little easier. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So break it down to a single digit if you ended up getting 2 digits. 2 plus my birthday, which is 31. 31 plus 2 is 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. And 6 plus the current year, 2024, is 2030. Let's break that down to one number again. 2 plus 3 equals 5. So I am in a 5 cycle for the year 2024. What does that mean? Well, for me, it means a year of rapid growth. If you got the number 1, that means you're starting your 9-year cycle. You're at the very beginning. And the year 2024 is a year for you to go out and start things. Things are going to be starting around you. So go out, start.
Okay, so he stops the clip at cycle 1. So I'm going to read to you guys the rest of the cycle for those of you who are not watching this on YouTube. All right, so cycle 1, starting point of a new 9-year era. New ambitions and activities should be sworn and cultivated. Action is the keynote. Cycle 2, further your ambitions, but progress is made through sociability and discussion. Build your clientele and make yourself known. Cycle 3, be self-expressive, get yourself known throughout promotional efforts, draw upon what you learn from others and yourself to further the growth of ideas and activities. Cycle 4, it's a time for caution, to work hard and to systemize efforts. Exercise patience and optimism. Do not start anything new. Save your financial supply. Whew, that's a big one. Cycle 5, the opportunity for expansion and activities, new action to be taken, a time for experience, education, travel, and change. Wow, I wish I was 5. Oh, by the way, I am 1, by the way. Cycle 6, put your efforts in order to prepare for fruition, paying bills, settle accounts, taking on responsibilities, and making decisions, rearrangement of affairs, and settling debt. Cycle 7, a time of reflection to step back and attach your activities, thoughtful consideration of where you are and whether you have maintained your ideals and goals. As much as possible, withdraw from activities to think into the deeper things in life. Enjoy nature to find peace and relaxation. Cycle 8, the harvest of efforts, the time when tangible results are forthcoming. Rewards commemorates with your efforts. Work to bring accomplishment to a successful conclusion. Cycle 9, plan for the coming new cycle of 1 to 9. Conditions this year are indefinite. Do not start anything new now. Rest a little more, rebuild your energy. This year, the objective, avoid friction and involvement. Anyways, I thought that was really cool because a lot of people are always like, you know, have a New Year's resolution, but then nowadays people are like, don't have a New Year's resolution. So I just thought it would be cool to give you guys a little something to kind of, you know, give yourself an idea of something of how you should start your year. I don't know how much you guys believe in it, but I just thought it was cool to kind of give you guys a little bit of, you know, a little bit of push for your new year and a little bit of something to guide you along your 2024 path. Let me know in the comment section below if you feel like this resonated with you. I feel like mine, number 1, really resonated with me because it's, you know, starting my podcast. I'm starting a new, almost like kind of like a new chapter in my life. So it being number 1 for me, like really resonated. That's why I really wanted to share it with you guys. But let me know in the comment section below if you feel like it resonates with your year. And even if it doesn't, does it maybe make you think like, hey, I was thinking of doing this, and now that I have read this, you kind of feel it and you're like, hey, maybe I'll change course and, you know, listen to what this, this number cycle is telling you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. All right, let's move to the question of the day. What's the most important lesson you've learned in the business world? I thought this was really good because, I got a lot of business plans or business ideas that I'd like to share with you guys. The biggest lesson that I have learned is listen to the numbers. I cannot be more adamant about that. Like I've said a couple of times on this podcast, I have had some successful businesses, one being extremely successful, a national brand called Exo City, a sneaker boutique, national across Canada. And through my growth in the beginning, I didn't have to really pay attention to numbers. Fortunately, I positioned myself where I was just growing at a rapid rate. I had really good partners in Nike, Adidas, Puma, or whatever. I didn't have to pay too much attention to the numbers because everything was going so quickly. But as soon as my growth kind of tapered off, which is not bad, I wasn't used to looking at the numbers, and I didn't look at the numbers. And as I was going through a downturn, I was still trying to operate how I did for 5 or 6 years during growth. And I got financial advisors, and I started, learning more about business. And they say you actually learn more about business in the downturns than in the upturns, because in the upturns, you could be making mistakes, but you don't even realize it because you're making so much money. But then, when you're flat or when you're, having a decline in sales, you really, really, really have to pay attention to the number because numbers won't lie. Like Jay-Z said, man, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And the truth in all business lies in the numbers. So that's the biggest lesson I've learned. Question number 2. If you could swap lives with any celebrity for a day, who would it be and why? I couldn't really think of an answer for this, so I wanted to just put up some comments for you guys. Somebody wrote, Beyonce, donate 95% of her money to actual real charities. No one needs that much money. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, I'm pouring billions into the black community with their money. Joe Biden, and give N-words reparation. Solange, we finna find out what happened in the elevator. I thought that was hilarious. Somebody wrote, nobody. They could be miserable as hell with all that money. That's kind of like why I think I couldn't think like who I would want to switch out. Like, I obviously love celebrity and I follow celebrities, but not to the point where I'm like, I really want your life, because I feel like their life is just going to be normal. They work. That's, you know what I mean? Like, they're celebrities. And then, I don't know what kind of depression or stuff they're going through. So anyways, maybe I'm thinking too much of it. Somebody wrote, Elon Musk, I'd wire myself 20 billion and sign a contract to myself. Oprah, I would wire. This I found funny. Oprah, I'd wire a couple of million and then I'll wait to return to my body. If I was Oprah, I would do a lot more than a couple of million. A couple is like 2-3 million. That's all you're going to do? Oprah's worth $25 billion. Rihanna, and give y'all the album you've been waiting for. I thought that was funny. Diddy, so I could snitch on myself and confess to all the crimes. And then somebody wrote Kim Kardashian. I don't know, man. I don't want to be soft and not answer the question. I don't know. Who would I want to be? I don't know. I honestly don't have an answer. I guess I would be an R&B singer because I would like to be on. I'd be Chris Brown and be at a concert. I think it would be super cool to be on a mic and be on stage and like be singing to ladies and dancing and grinding around and entertaining a stadium full of people. That's what I would do. I'd want to be Chris Brown. Oh, I'd want to be Usher. I would want to be Usher and sing at the Las Vegas residency and sing to girls on stage. That's my answer. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who would your celebrity be and why? All right, third question of the day. Were millennial women set up and tricked into being Miss Independent by propaganda and music? In other words, were they tricked into thinking, being independent is cool? Listen to the clip.
Okay, I just want to go on record and say, I feel like millennial women got set up. Growing up, we were fed all of this propaganda about being independent. We got Neo's Miss Independent. We got Destiny's Child. All my ladies who independent, throw your hands up at me. Webby, INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? We were fed all of this propaganda about being independent. And you know what? Baby, I'm tired, okay? Where is Miss, I need someone to help me carry my boxes? Where is Miss, it snowed this weekend and I don't want to shovel?
I thought this was a really good conversation, and I am not a woman, so I cannot answer that. But on the flip side, I think that hip-hop music in the 90s, early 2000s, just hip-hop in general, it kind of influenced us into the people who we are. I know for me, I'm very ambitious, and I'm like, I have this hustler mentality. And not too many people in my family are like that. Like, I want to have my own business or whatever. Most people in my family are, just 9 to 5 and working. But like, I think I really took a strong liking to that hip hop, like that 50 Cent get rich or die trying, that like, yo, it's all or broke mentality. And I don't know how much of a healthy lifestyle that is to live. So like I said, I'm flipping it because I'm a man, and I'm asking you guys out there, do you feel like our hip hop culture has pushed our men to be overworked, over hustled, always thinking about money, always thinking about how to get that, having to get that bag, you know what I mean? Having cars, having big houses. Was that music and propaganda that not forced us, but the kind of like, tricked us into thinking like that's the way that we all should be? And then, women who can answer in the comment section, answer if you think that, you're that Miss Independent vibe, that music of, what was that Beyonce song? I could pay my bills, telephone bills, something payment. I don't remember, but Beyonce was a part of that era too. Anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Has music in general influenced the generation into thinking that women should be independent and men should be hustlers? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. And lastly, let's get into some sports news. The wildcard weekend was crazy. To me, I think the biggest story of them all was that the Dallas Cowboys are out of the playoffs. They lost to Green Bay. And not only did they lose, but they lost in embarrassing fashion. It was so bad. I think it was like 28-0 before the half. Green Bay, they changed up their defense. They're a little bit soft in the second half because they're at such a big lead. So Dallas, it looks like Dallas came back, but it was really just because the defense was playing soft. Cowboys played a horrible game. Dak Prescott even said in a press conference that he played a horrible game. The caption was, "I sucked tonight." Like, I don't get into the whole, like, I hate Dallas Cowboy fans. People are always like on one side or the other, like they hate Dallas or they love Dallas. I'm neither here nor there. I don't hate them or love them. Like, for example, like how I hate the Patriots. I hate the Patriots. But there's no other football team that I hate. But I kind of wanted to see Dallas get a little bit further. The owner, his name is slipping me right now, but the head coach, he's getting older. They haven't won a Super Bowl in a couple of, I think 20, 30 years. So I kind of had a little soft spot because I saw an interview with him saying, he has everything he wants in the world. He's worth $13 billion, but before he dies, he would love to have seen the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. But like I said, I'm going for Kansas City. I wouldn't want them to win the Super Bowl, but I would like to see them to go a little bit further for him, is my point. Talking about Kansas City, was I think it was the fourth coldest game in NFL history. Kansas City played Miami. It was a good game. It was a close game. It wasn't a blowout, but the points-wise, but I feel like Kansas City completely outplayed Miami. And most importantly, Kansas City looked good for the first time in like 6 or 7 games. Kelsey did drop a pass, but it wasn't like, dropping passes all over the place. Actually, I think Kelsey dropped 2 passes. I know he dropped one for a touchdown. I think one was kind of like in the center field. But they looked a lot better. Still not the Chiefs that we know, but they look a lot better, and they gave me a lot of hope for the next playoff game. Y'all know me, man. I really want to see Kansas City back in the Super Bowl. That's my team. What else happened? Like I said, Green Bay's in. Let me check my notes. Kansas City is in. Oh, yeah, Detroit. Detroit won their first playoff game, I think, in 35 years or something. That was a really good game. There's a lot of good quarterbacks in this league, man. A lot of good young black quarterbacks. The NFL is exciting. It was a good wild card weekend. There's 2 more games on tonight. And we'll see. We'll see what happens when, next week, because San Francisco had a bye this week. Ravens had a bye. So the number 1 seeds are coming back in. Football is amazing. The 23 season of football is super dope. And I really believe that the AFC is going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City, and Kansas City is going to beat Baltimore because we're more experienced. And then the NFC, let me see. I think I'm actually really going to go for Green Bay, man. I really liked how Green Bay looked. They were like really, really dope. I mean, I know they probably looked better than they really were because Cowboys were so trash. But I really like their quarterback. I really like that team. So I think that I would go. I think that for the NFC, I'm going for Green Bay. Green Bay, Kansas City, Super Bowl will be dope. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Did your team win or lose, and who do you think is going to make it in the Super Bowl? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Turn Out Loud. Peace! Go to signupexpert.com/Trent. And then once you sign up for all betting apps and get all your bonuses and get all your rewards, go to your app store and download BetStamp and use promo code TOL.